What's going on, guys? This is JT here. Welcome back to Skylanders. In this video, I'm going to be awakening and testing a TidePool, which I've had a lot of questions about ever since that new update came that actually, in my opinion, buffed up TidePool quite a bit and might actually make her useful in certain areas of this game. No doubt about that. So let's go ahead and go over her skills and we'll talk about her upgrade as well. So we got Squid Pistols, which is a 2 mana cost skill which fires ink at an enemy. 80% chance to grant focus aggro on the ally with the highest defense for 1 turn. When attacking fire magic opponents, the effect count does go up to 2 if you level up this skill. Now, in my opinion, pretty solid skill. Two mana cost, not that bad, especially if you're running like a tank type combo. This is an expert hero as well, so she has a little bit of everything. She draws in aggro to the highest defense. She also has a chance to heal and does a solid amount of damage. Now, here is her awakening skill called Squid Toss, which this is what I have a lot of questions about. Now, one thing you'll notice is it is a 5 mana cost skill, which is insanely expensive. Only has an 8-second cooldown. So we got tosses a squid at the enemy, deals a bonus hit if the enemy gets knocked down. Now, this is the skill that got updated with the awakening, so we'll read that after we get through the rest of these skills. So we also got Whale Tail, which is a 2 mana cost skill, not bad. Summons a whale and charges it at the enemy. 10% chance to heal an ally if the enemy has debuff. Now, most of the time when you're fighting, if you're using the right setup, they're going to have debuffs, right? So that's really like a no question. Basically, you just want to pay attention. Well, you want to pay attention that you're using heroes that do give debuffs, first of all, if using this skill. Second of all, you're going to want to pay attention. It only has a 10% chance to heal. So, I mean, if we upgrade this, it goes up to a 40% chance to heal. I wish it talked about how much it actually healed for. I'm guessing it might be based on the overall attack of this hero, but I'm not 100% sure. I really wish they were TidePool. Yeah, I was like, this hero? I meant to say TidePool. Couldn't remember the name of the freaking hero. All right, so yeah, I mean, overall, I think this is a solid skill, but I'm just not a fan of things that aren't 100% chance, right? You're basically just leaving it up in the air for RNG. Like, if you bring TidePool in as a healer, you're like, oh man, I hope this skill heals up my Kingpin that has 10% HP. It's like, nah, you really don't want to rely on that, right? You'd rather just bring in a healer if that's what you're looking for. But overall, could be good in certain situations, like I said. So we also got Building Ink, which is the passive 30% chance to cast accuracy down effect on an enemy for 1 turn when any attack lands. I think this is very valuable, honestly. I mean, accuracy down's pretty big, especially in this game. Accuracy is very important. So casting accuracy down for 1 turn is pretty big, and it honestly goes up to a 50% chance. Overall, I think that is a very nice passive. As for the leader skill, we got increase the critical damage by 15% of all allies in duels, which is really unfortunate that it's only in duels because that basically means PvP. However, this hero might shine in PvP, especially if this awakening does what I think it might do. I'm not 100% sure. So like I said, Squid Toss is the skill that gets awakened, and it tosses a squid at the enemy, deals a bonus hit if the enemy gets knocked down. So here's what it does when awakened. Summons a gigantic squid to attack a random enemy 4 times. Now here's where it gets tricky for me. Decreases endurance additionally. Now, what does that mean exactly? Because one thing you'll notice is this skill normally decreases their endurance by 2, right? So we're talking about 4 extra attacks. Does that mean when we go into attack, like let's say a boss or a single target, there's only one thing we're fighting, does that mean it loses 8 endurance? Or does that mean additionally 1 time, so it's only a 4 endurance attack? Now, deals a bonus hit again if the enemy gets knocked down. If this takes away 8 endurance, there's going to be so much potential for TidePool. That no joke. Like, that's going to be an insane skill, especially for the new dungeons, right? That'd be crazy because the new dungeon boss has, what, I believe, 9 total energy. So that almost knocks him down with 1 attack, which would be kind of overpowered in my opinion. So that's why I think it's only going to be 4 endurance. But let's go ahead and awaken and find out. Now, I didn't stack any runes on TidePool either, just because, honestly, I didn't want to change any of my runes up. Or one thing is, when you start putting runes on heroes, it costs to remove them. So if I just put a bunch of junk runes on TidePool, whenever I actually want to use her, I'm going to have to pay the 30,000 gold to remove them, right? So yeah, we got TidePool Awakened coming on strong and got the skill ready to go. Now, really, I don't really care about TidePool's damage overall that much. I mean, we'll be able to see it in the Hall of Chaos, this dungeon right here. So yeah, let's go ahead and fight a set up for this guy right here. Let's go ahead and bring in TidePool. Where you at, TidePool? There's our TidePool right there. Remember, no runes, so don't really pay attention to the damage. We're just focused if this takes away the amount of energy that it possibly, or amount of endurance that it possibly could. Can't wait to see. All right, let's get in battle and see what goes down. Are we about to take away 4 endurance or 6 endurance? I'm going to go ahead and lead out with the attack right away. This should be... Oh, wow, that skill just one-shot the boss right there? Okay, with no runes. That's kind of wild. All right, let's go ahead and lead out with it again. Now, the endurance, I'm thinking that's 4 endurance, right? Because this boss has 9 total endurance. But either way, oh! Yo, that might have been, yo, that was so much endurance right there. Does it decrease the endurance randomly? Now I'm just confused. That was a decent amount of endurance, but all in all, not that much. Let's go ahead and use it again. I'm only going to use this skill. Because I think it decreases... more so. Oh, that's so much more, dude. What? So it's, how do they choose how much endurance it decreases? This is crazy. I'm so confused with how this works exactly. So it's random, I guess, or something to do with accuracy. It's got to be done with accuracy. Oh man, we lost our freaking TidePool. All right, I got to get into another dungeon before I end this video. We got to do a little bit more testing on that just because I'm really curious. That was absolutely crazy. All right, let's go ahead and finish off this boss. See you later, little guy. Bye-bye. All right, come on, get me out of here. Let me collect my rewards. Thank you. Still working on that Gulper. I do have my Gulper already +3, which honestly, I'm going to stop farming Gulper shards like right now after this video because I'm eventually just going to max out with the random dungeon proc, right? All right, so let's go ahead and get in. Where could we go to test this out? I guess we could go into Distorted Dimensions. And Beast Labyrinth, we need to go into something that doesn't absolutely rock our boat, which I guess this would be a good little testing spot. Yeah, let's test it out right here. All right, let's go ahead and bring in TidePool. TidePool, where's my TidePool? There he is. All right, TidePool is now in the lineup. I don't have any runes on this guy either. Do I want to try to go for the dub? I guess I don't really care about the dub. Yeah, let's just get into battle. Let's just see how much endurance we take from this middle guy. I want to try. I want to use his skill and then back out and use it again and see if it's the same amount twice. All right, so that's hardly any endurance at all on this middle guy right here. That's pretty sad, honestly. Let's do it again. Maybe a little bit more endurance right there. Let's use it again. I don't know. Overall, yeah, not much endurance right there. All right, let's go ahead and use it a 4th time. We'll run this back twice to see if it's just completely random or what it actually. Yeah, I mean this middle guy has like an insane amount of endurance. That's ridiculous. All right, let me pull this guy out too. Let's go ahead and use his skill too. Pop it up. All right, so we finally got him knocked down. So that does additional damage. So that's basically another hit, which is pretty cool to see. All right, let's go ahead and use it on this guy right here to the right and see what happens here. Let's see, we got... not bad. I mean, notice that the accuracy's down on all these guys, so that's proccing, which is a really good sign. Wait, oh! It's doing random endurance attacks. That's right, this does damage to random enemies. I forgot about that. That's why everybody has different endurances taken away. I'm a freaking bonehead, dude. This is just attacking random targets, just taking around. Oh my gosh, we're just losing. This is a crazy skill, dude. It's going to be way better whenever it's solo target, I feel like. Because attacking things at random, we're just taking endurance all the way across the board. Alright, so this wasn't a very good test. My bad, guys. I completely forgot that the skill didn't attack the same target over and over and over again. That's right. Tripping. Haven't really got that much use out of TidePool, especially with TidePool's Awakening skill. Is there anywhere we can go to just attack one target besides the Hall of Chaos? There's really nowhere we can go. So we're just going to have to use that as our guide, I guess, for now. I'm going to upload another video on TidePool. No doubt about that. I'm just waiting to level her up to level 70. Then I'm going to put some runes on her. And then we'll bring her into some more Hall of Chaos fights. And then also, once she gets runed up, I'll bring her into the end boss of like B9 or something to where she can shine and see how much damage we can take away. Although B9 boss still has some ads, right? Those two little ad things that buff up the boss. So TidePool's probably going to be attacking those as well, which kind of stinks. The main place that TidePool's going to be used for that second skill is going to be Hall of Chaos because, man, drain that endurance like crazy. Anyway, guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. I am out of here for now. Hey guys, if y'all like what y'all saw, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you really want to see my content, go ahead and hit that